Hey guys, sup, Ryu here for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. Sorry I didn't get this out a little bit sooner. Obviously, if you guys saw Coffee Time last night and read it in the comment section, you know why. I'll put it there again. The twins are home, that's why we got shh. In all seriousness, let's talk about the OCG ban list. Monkey Board, Lava Little Chain, Life Equalizer. Why the hell is there even a list out right now? I don't even know, but I'm happy to see an OCG list. That means we're going to get a TCG list soon. Oh, not necessarily, but I just like to dream. I like to dream. Lava Little Chain, obviously they banned it because it's broken. Life Equalizer. Hooray! Monkey Board. I'm kind of in the middle about Monkey Board. I mean, by itself, it's not great. What it does, kind of stupid though. Limited, Sangan. Now the big thing about Sangan here, and we will be talking a little bit later in the video about it, is that they were they're giving an errata to Sangan. So it's actually going to be quite interesting to see how that plays out. Thousand Eyes Restrict is returning to OCG land. I've said it 1,000 times. It's not Thousand Eyes Restrict that is a problem. It's been Norden. And how you hit Norden? Instant Fusion. Then you bring back Thousand Eyes Restrict. Good move, OCG Konami. Good move. Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss. That's mainly because Beatrice is a thing. Scarm, again, hit the searcher. That's OCG style. Skull Crobat Joker. We have this in TCG. Good to see there. Ignicer Promins, the Blasting Drago Slayer. Good to see. I probably would have went with Luster. I don't know. I don't think they have Luster at 1. Perform Pal Pendulum Sorcerer, which is kind of like, whoa, but it makes sense. Draco Face Off, Wavering Eyes, Luster Pendulum, the Drago Slayer. Damn, they hit both. Match Change Second, because Match Change Second is more used out there than it is here. Tour Guide of the Underworld, Emergency Teleport, Domain of the True Monarchs, Pathorism of the Monarchs, Pendulum Call, Reasoning, Monster Gate. Interesting choices, and I could see pretty much why they were hitting all those. Newly semi-limited is only Super Rejuvenation, but at 3 is Glow Up Bulb, Curry Bandit, Malicious, Mermail Abystress, Mind Control, Book of Moon, Gold Sark, Lord of Darkness, Dragon Shrine, and Crush Card Virus. So let's talk about the Sangan errata. The effect of Sangan can only be used once per turn. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you add one monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck to your hand. If you add a monster with this effect, you cannot activate that monster's effect the same turn during this turn. So, Sangan cannot be used multiple times, and you cannot use the card that you search out during the first turn. I guess that's kind of makes sense that it eases it up a bit. So, there's that. But we also got a new Magician Girl. No effects. I think her name is Coco Magician Girl, because that's what it says on Yu-Gi-Oh! Edition Singapore on their Facebook page. The Tripping Mercury. Warder, level 8, 2000 attack, 2000 defense. You thirsty? Well, when this card is tribute summoned, you could change all monsters on the field to face-up attack position. You could tribute 3 monsters to summon this card, and if this card was summoned by tributing 3 monsters, decrease the attack of all monsters your opponent controls by their original attack. This card can attack twice during each battle phase. Well, it decreases shit. That's why it's at 2000 attack stat, so makes sense. Numeron Dragon is number 100. I don't watch the Zexal anime, never did. Maybe it was in there, or maybe it's just in the manga. I'm not sure, but hey, Numeron Dragon, welcome to the party. Rank 1, 0 attack, 0 defense, requires 2 number exceed monsters you control with the same name and rank. Once per turn, you can detach 1 exceed from this card, remove 1 exceed material, increase this card's attack by the total ranks of all exceed monsters on the field by X 1000 until the end of the opponent's turn. When this card is destroyed by an effect, you can destroy all monsters on the field. Then each player can set 1 spell trap from their respective graveyards to their respective sides of the field. And when your opponent declares a direct attack, this card is in your graveyard, and you have no cards in your hand or on the field, you can special summon this card. It's interesting to say the least. I'm not too keen on how it's going to play out. Then we have Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon, which is a scale of 8. Level 3, 1200 attack, 600 defense. I like that it's a scale of 8 so far. Once per turn, this is the Pendulum effect. Once per turn, when a face-up Odd Eyes Pendulum monster you control is destroyed by battle or by card effect, choose 1 card in your Pendulum zones and destroy it. And if you do, place 1 Odd Eyes Pendulum monster other than Odd Eyes Mirage Dragon from your extra deck into your Pendulum zone. Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. During either player's turn, this is a monster effect. During either player's turn, if you control a odd-eyes monster in your pendulum zone, you can target one odd-eyes monster on the field. Once during this turn, that monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You can only use the effect of odd-eyes Mirage Dragon once per turn. Perform Pal Uni. It's UNI. Lights Beast level 4, 800 attack and 1500 defense. During the main phase 1, if this card was normal summon or special summon, you can special summon one level 3 or lower Perform Pal monster from your hand in attack position. During your opponent's turn, you could banish this card. You could banish this card and a Perform Pal monster except Uni from your graveyard. Once during this turn, you can make the battle damage you receive become 0. Not bad. Perform Pal Corn. During the main phase 1, the turn that this card was normal summon or special, you can target one Perform Pal monster with 1000 lower attack you control. Change that face-up attack position monster and this face-up attack position monster to defense. And if you do, you can add Odd Eyes monster from your deck to your hand. Second effect reads, during your opponent's turn, you can banish this card from discard and a Perform Pal monster from your graveyard, and then you gain 500 life points. Now, these are the pictures of the 3 cards I just talked about. You can go ahead and get a good look at them, and we'll continue onward. In the Collector's Pack, there's Collector's Pack, Red Nova, Fire Fairy level 1 tuner, 0 attack, 0 defense. If a level 8 or higher dragon monster is on the field, you can special this card from your hand. You can only special summon one Red Nova this way per turn. And if this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material for the synchro summon, using 2 or more tuners, you can special summon one Fire Fiend monster from your deck in defense position. The other one is Cardian, and I'm not going to try to pronunciate that last part, but it's a Dark Warrior, level 8, 3000 attack, 3000 defense, and has one of the most what the fuck requirements to summoning this guy that I just pulled up picture-wise. 1 tuner plus 3 non-tuner monsters. Cardian monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects, and cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. During your opponent's draw phase, if your opponent performs his or her normal draw, you can inflict 1500 points of damage to your opponent. During your opponent's end phase, activate the following effects. Skip your next draw phase or negate this card's effects until your opponent's next standby phase. So I don't get to draw cards with this thing that I'm not really sold on, and there's the Red Nova tuner. It's kind of awkward to say Red Nova and not be talking about the other thing. And moving on to more cards, we have Berry Magician Girl. If this card is normal summon, you can add one Magician monster from your deck to your hand. Very nice. Second effect reads, once per turn, when this card is targeted for attack or opponent's card effect, you can change this card to defense position. If you do, you can special summon one Magician Girl monster from your deck, except Berry Magician Girl. Apple Magician Girl. God, these names are making me laugh. Once per turn, when this card is targeted for attack, you can special summon a level 5 or lower spellcaster type monster from your hand. Then change the attack target to that monster, and the attacking monster's attack is half. I'm seeing a trend going on here. Second effect is, when this card is destroyed by battle or card effects, target up to 3 Magician Girl monsters in your graveyard other than this card. Maximum of 1 per card name. Basically means they have to be like different names. And add those cards to your hand, I guess to your hand. Kiwi Magician Girl. When level 5 spellcaster, 1800 attack, 1200 defense. During either player's turn, discard this card from your hand. Magician Girl monsters you control gain 300 attack and defense times the number of Magician Girl monsters on the field and in the graveyards until the end of the turn. It's lovely. When this card is in your monster zone, spellcaster type monsters on your field cannot be destroyed by effects or targeted by opponent's effects. Very nice stuff. I'm actually liking the theme quite a bit. It's a lot of potential there. There's some figurines of it. And some more badass synchros. Let's go into that badass synchro. Look at this thing. Just look at him. Look at that. So, what's his name? Red Demon's Dragon Tyrant. Red Dragon's Archfiend Tyrant, I guess, if we're in a TCG. Dark Dragon, level 10, attack of 3,500 and 3,000 defense. Rip, not as good as Quasar attack point-wise. Just kidding. 2 tuners and 1 or more non-tuner type monsters. So, get ready. This card can be special summoned except by synchro summon. The first and second effects of Red Dragon Archfiend Tyrant can only be used once per turn, respectively. During your main phase, destroy all cards on the field except this card. During this turn, monsters you control other than this card cannot attack. Now, maybe I read this wrong. This card cannot be special summoned except by synchro summon. So in case I said that wrong, because I lost a lot of sleep last night for obvious reasons. When a spell or trap is activated during the battle phase, negate this card's activation and destroy it, and then this card gains 500 attack. So that's interesting to say the least. Then we have Red Mirror. I want to say this is Red Mirror for obvious reasons. The first and second effects can only be used once per turn. When your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard, target one Fire Fiend monster in your graveyard, except Red Mirror, and add that target to your hand. And if this card is in your graveyard and you synchro summon a monster, add this card from your graveyard to your hand. This effect can be activated during the turn that's sent to the graveyard. That's pretty interesting. King Scarlet, Continuous Trap. When your Red Dragon Archfiend monster battles during the damage calculation, you cannot. When your Red Dragon Archfiend monster battles during damage calculation, your monster cannot be destroyed by battle, and then special summon this card as a normal monster card, Fiend type tuner, level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense. In the monster zone, this card is still treated as a trap. Pretty interesting. And then a few more. Nirvana High Paladin, and before Greg the Mermail comes in and starts singing Nirvana. Dark Spellcaster, level 10, inside joke. Attack 3,300, defense 25. Synchro Pendulum. What the fuck? Hello? It's a Synchro Pendulum. Ladies and gents, we have our first Synchro Pendulum. I'm waiting on... Oh wait, we have an Exceed Pendulum. Is this the first Synchro Pendulum? Maybe I'm completely wrong and just getting hyped for nothing. If your Pendulum monster attacks, that monster is not destroyed by battle, and battle damage you take as a result becomes 0. I'm liking this already. At the end of damage step of your Pendulum monster's attack, until the end of the turn, all monsters your opponent controls lose attack equal to that attacking monster's attack. Holy crap. One tuner, one or more non-tuner synchro monsters. If you would synchro summon this card, you could treat one Synchro Pendulum monster you control as a tuner. Hello? Hello? If this card is synchro summoned by using a Pendulum summoned monster as the tuner, you can target one card in your graveyard and add target to your hand. I am pleased! If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can half your opponent's life points. Holy shit! What the fuck? If this card is in your monster zone, is destroyed by battle card effect, place this card in a Pendulum zone. Holy crap, it's got a scale of 8. Damn, that is fierce. That is some fierce shit. Magicians, ugh, so good. Just not even just magicians, just monsters in general. Just Pendulum monsters. Because it's one tuner, you could treat one Pendulum summon Pendulum monster you control as a tuner. So it's generic for anything Pendulum. That's fucking amazing. Konami, what the hell? You know, there's probably a way to bring that out in Dino Miss, and then that's just scary. Anyway, moving on. Perform Pal Life Swordsman. When your opponent gains life points, you can special summon this card from your hand. This is bad already. Sorry. And then if you do, this card's attack becomes equal to the amount of life points you gained, your opponent gained. When this card is distributed, you can target one face-up monster on the field. That monster gains 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. Hooray. Acrobat Magician. It's a Pendulum scale of 2. Pendulum effect reads, the Pendulum effect of Acrobat Magician can only be used once per turn. When a monster on your field is destroyed by an effect, special summon this card from the Pendulum zone. Monster effect. When a spell or trap card's activation is negated, special this card from your hand. When this card is destroyed by battle, you can place this card in your Pendulum zone. So it constantly ever comes back. That's kind of funny, to say the least. I mean, it's kind of got poop attack stats, but I mean, it keeps coming back. So you can use it for synchroing. That's amazing, I guess. Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon. Scale of 7, 2,500 attack, 2,000 defense, Pendulum scale of 4. It's a level 7. It's a Pendulum scale of 4. I screwed that up badly. My apologies. Once per turn, if there is a face-up Odd Eyes card in your Pendulum zone, when your face-up monster battles an opponent's monster during the attack, you declare your attack when that goes down. I'm half asleep. My apologies. Your monster gains 1,200 attack until the end of the battle phase. Monster effect reads, the monster effect of Odd Eyes Phantom Dragon can only be used once per turn. When this card is Pendulum Summon, when this Pendulum Summon card you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you inflict 1,200 damage to your opponent for each Odd Eyes card in your Pendulum zone. That is fucking scary, because that's going to add up pretty damn quick. Some more Some more Kyber love there. Alternate art, I think. And then Odd Eyes Persona Dragon. Once returned during the end phase. If your opponent activated a card or an effect that targets exactly one Odd Eyes Pendulum monster's turn while you controlled it, special summon this card from your Pendulum Zone, and if you do, place one face-up Odd Eyes Pendulum monster from your extra deck into your Pendulum Zone, except Odd Eyes Persona Dragon, and once a turn during either player's turn, you target one face-up monster. This is the monster effect. Target one face-up monster in the field that was special summoned from the extra deck, negate its effects until the end of the turn. Kind of mad there, but it's cool to see nonetheless. And look at this thing. Doesn't that look like an Earthbound? Apparently it's not an Earthbound, but that looks like an Earthbound. There's no effect yet, so once we know an effect, there'll be a thing. But it looks badass. It really does. And I think that's everything, because everything else is just stuff that Yu-Gi-Oh! Edition Singapore showed. Dark Magician and Blue Eyes new artwork cards. I want that Blue Eyes and I want that Dark Magician. That Dark Magician's been buffed, man. He's trying out for that, John Cena fucking shit going on. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure to check out the other channels. They're in the description box. You'll actually find them. We actually run like 5, well, I run like 5 channels, so if you like me enough, you can actually go do that. And anyway, later today, Tech Tuesday will be dropping out, and I'll probably see you then, because it's just it's going to be a very busy day. I'm sorry. I'm going to be filming for like 4 hours. Thanks for watching. I'm out for now. See you later. Peace.